Welcome to footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Emory Hunt, the czar of the playbook, here at the 2020 Reese's Senior Bowl with fellow running back. Finally got a running back on the show, Eno Benjamin, Arizona State. How you doing, man?
Yes, sir. I'm doing good. Thank you. Thank you for having me. Glad to be here.
Glad to talk to you, man, because love watching you run because of how quickly you're able to make decisions. And something that, we all know that is hard for a back to do is develop that patience and knowing when to hit the gas and when to pull off. But you do it so well. How have you been able to develop that skill as a tailback?
I think just being able to watch and study film. During college, I was always going into our offensive linemen's room, studying what they're doing, their game scheme, game plan, and how they were going to block this up and the plays that we were running. And kind of being able to see that gave me a little blueprint on how we're going to go into games, and being able to see blocks develop and where plays should hit before the ball's even snapped. So giving me an idea of where I should be running to. Everything
people is going to focus on from now until you get drafted is pass pro. And the thing about pass pro is that we all know we can block. Mm-hmm. We just don't want to get run over.
Yeah.
And how much of pass pro is mainly knowing who to block more so than actually blocking?
Yes, sir. It's like you said, knowing who to block and not actually blocking. I think that's one thing that I do very well. At times that I even go up and knowing, just because of the protection and the route that I have to run, I go up there to the line and tell them we got to check it and go this way. And so that's something that I'm very comfortable doing. Going up and just knowing who I've got and going ahead and doing that.
What are some of the things that you feel as though people still sleep on about your game? Because we know what you can do well. But what are some things you say, like, man, I could do this pretty well, but why people keep not talking about it?
I'm never worried about what anyone else is saying. I know what I'm capable of, and I speak to these scouts and these teams, and I know that they know what I'm capable of, and that's really all that matters at the end of the day.
You talk about your program at Arizona State. You've seen highs and lows. You've been through a lot throughout your career. Take us through that whole process, and where do you feel as though the program is now, and where did you see growth in your game and also within the program?
Just the staff that Herm's putting together, and it's an amazing staff. I think just even the players that they're recruiting now, they're going to be contending for Pac-12 championships, Rose Bowls, and national championships soon here in the next few years. But just really being able to see and watch my true leadership skills grow. I remember coming onto campus, I was always the quiet one who wanted to stay in the back and just watch everyone do their thing, kind of stay out the way, and just get my business done and leave. But now more so, as I ended towards the end of got to the end of my season, my career, I was able to be more of a vocal leader, not just leading by example, but being able to get the young guys on board and just get them to follow the way that we do things around here.
Yeah, a lot of people are going to talk about traits and what you can do on the field, stuff like that, but no one ever asks you, what's your why? Why do you play the game of football?
I really think it's because I love the game. I grew up playing soccer. I played soccer all the way into my sophomore year. Soccer was my first sport, and I think after my sophomore year is when I figured out that football is what I really want to sit down and focus on and excel at the next level.
And you've done a great job on the field. You're a great leader off of it. And thank you for taking time, man. Wish you the best luck moving forward.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.